So Jake Browning broke his silence. Yeah, that's so weird to say out loud. It sounds like he was a victim of something. Bro just sucks. Like, that's just pretty much what it is. But he talked about what went wrong last year with the Cincinnati Bengals, and well, it's interesting. So he starts off talking about 2023. He says, I played well in 2023, and I thought I was going to be the one to save us. I forced some throws, which was dumb, and trying to do too much was the big takeaway. Yeah, here's what I'll say, right? There was two different iterations of Jake Browning. You had Jake Browning in 2023, where he was scared to death behind our crap of an offensive line. And I think a lot of people kind of gave him a pass because of that. And then for the first couple games, you watch him in that first Steelers game when he came in. Holy moly, that guy, he was scared to death. I mean, sorry, that's the first game he started. The first game he came in for was the Ravens game when Joe Burrow went down and got injured. And you just watch him play, and he was scared to death. Like, he just did not want to throw the ball. He just wanted to sit there and hide pretty much behind the offensive line. Steelers game was the same way. And after a couple games, he kind of got going. And listen, we had our own Nick Foles experience. But we had a quarterback who was a backup who came in and he actually looked competent. And I think leaving 2023, a lot of people were excited about him. They're like, hey, we have a backup of the future. We are confident he can at least be serviceable if Joe Burrow goes down. And there was a lot of people who, myself included, who was very much on Jake Browning's side. And, supported him from here to Texas. So, it is what it is, right? And then 2024 happens. He doesn't play at all. Plays in the preseason. Freaking awful in the preseason. And then obviously 2025 happens, right? Joe Burrow gets hurt in Jacksonville's game. And that's the second iteration, okay? The first iteration was, I'm scared behind the pocket, but I'm getting better and better every week. I could throw the ball. I could do, here and there. I could do this, that, and the third. The Vikings game where he said, you shouldn't have effing cut me, right? And he's talking his talk. Love it. And then 2025 happened. And it was like he got ran over by a train. It was a completely different player. I mean, you had one guy who was like, I'm a little bit scared, but I'm going to be more precise with what I do. And then a year sitting behind Joe Burrow turned him into, I'm now just going to throw the ball wherever the heck I want. And I'm just going to be a gunslinger. And this thing is going to go all over the yard. I don't care what anyone has to say about it. And then, started doing that a lot. Got a little scared again. Started just not throwing the ball at all. Went back to throwing the ball way too much and then got benched. So, I don't know, man. It's one of those situations where it's like, if Nick Foles, after he won the Super Bowl with the Eagles, he was not good after that. He fell off the face of the earth after that because he just wasn't a good quarterback. He had a really good situation, and at that situation, as we've seen many times in football, a really good situation like that can lead to crazy miracle stuff like a Super Bowl win. It's like lightning in the bottle. The usual lightning in the bottle doesn't usually happen more than once. So, it is what it is. For Jake Browning, I think, yeah, I would definitely agree. He forced a lot of stuff. He's just not a good quarterback. And I think that's really what it comes down to. Our offensive line did not help him out at all. Not even close did they help him out. But still, even with our offensive line being crap, I just don't think he's a good quarterback. So, the whole breaking his silence thing, I think, was kind of funny. That's why I'm talking about it. But, reality-wise, there is no real breaking the silence. He just wasn't good. He had a real okay little run in 2023. And that's what kept him on the team and kept him with the Bengals for so long. And that's the reason why he's with the Bucs right now. The reason why he's playing for the Bucks and he's a backup quarterback to Baker Mayfield is because of 2023. Because if the Bucks saw him do anything past that point and still wanted to sign him, they might need to get their head checked, because I don't think he's anything special outside of that. And you know what's bad? You know how bad he is? He played like crap with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You know you're not a good quarterback when you can't be good with those two men. Those two men can lead you through any trial and tribulation you have in your life. Like, there's no way you can be bad with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You just can't. It's just not humanly possible. So, it is what it is. Again, like, at the end of the day, I wish him nothing but the best of luck. You know, I have no hate or animosity toward Jake Browning. I hated watching him. I did. I disliked it. And it was awful. And it was just a travesty. And it was like watching paint dry. But, like, from as a perspective point of view, very beautiful wife. Amazing wife. Top 10 wife. Talking about all the good things about him, okay? Great taste in women. Fantastic. I hope him and his family do great. Yeah, I mean, he seems like a good person. He does seem like a good person. It just seems like overall wise, it just didn't work out. That's really what it comes down to. So, shout out to Jake Browning for breaking his silence. I don't still feel that's like a weird situation, but hey, I mean, I guess, you know, he broke his silence and his one would break. I don't know. Anyway, I just see things pop in my head like that. Anyway, so shout out to the members of the channel. If you'd like to go ahead and become a member of the channel, down below, join icon. You get custom badges, custom emotes added to all of my videos and descriptions down below. So, yeah. Jake Browning breaking his silence. Oh, man. Who's the next player on the docket? Come on, who's the next docu-series? Netflix needs a new docu-series. Breaking the silence of playing for the Bengals. And playing under Mike Brown and Katie Blackburn and Duke Tobin. Like a horror show. He could have really went in deep on like the front office. He could have. But at the end of the day, I guess, you know, hey, don't burn bridges that you might one day want to go back to, I guess, you know? Anyway, peace out, guys.